In this video, we're looking at a rough idea of a pugilist focused on break damage instead of the HP damage from the other video. And to that end, I am stacking agility, and this is going to be the shorter version, so I do apologize if we don't go over everything. Summarize 600% so that we can critical hit based on 400% and 600%. The Void Knight and the Dragoon are just there for the haste, or just faster attack speed. The Paladin, 400% to avoid status ailments. And then the Pugilist and the Assassin are there as stat, just just to squeeze out more agility. But Pugilist 600% does help with the, reduces the activation cost of the things that we're about to do. And then there's the Pugilist 400% helping out with the damage dealt, which also means break damage. On my gear, I am going to abuse Explosive Fist or Phasing Palm. It's not going to look pretty, but it's going to be what I do until the enemy is dead. And for the most part, I am doing a full glass cannon because almost a full glass cannon because I am using Ninja Futsemi. So we have, I'm sorry, just flashing through the gear one more time because I messed up there. Pretty much Fenrir across all of our pieces. And did I upgrade that? Yeah. And then because it's endgame, I do have Ifrit here in case I trigger the red flash, then the whole phasing palm / explosive fists becomes even more powerful, so that would be great. On my abilities, I'm sorry, let me put one more thing here. I do have Falcon's Dive because it's sort of a quick killer on taller bosses. It'll just rip them up. But I don't have it set to anything where I can actually guarantee the critical hit. So if you really want, you could put Falcon's Dive on the hold, on the forward weapon attack, or the after parry slot. Or if you're against humans, you might even try it on the rear attack slot so that you back up, do the Falcon Dive, and trail your feet onto their backside. It doesn't work if they start sidestepping and stuff like that, and they do on this difficulty. Invisible, Barrage, Lunatic. I know I'm going about this the wrong way, so let's just, because I'm here, let's go Master Points, flash it by. Agility, Pugilist Job Mastery, or Affinity. Critical break damage dealt first. Some parry MP recovery. A decent amount of critical MP recovery. And then, ideally, I should probably just take it out of this ability break damage dealt because I want to make sure that I can keep recovering MP so that I can keep up my offense. The second part, if you have a different second job, don't worry about it. In this case, Ninja is my buffer job for Barrage, Invisible, Lightbringer duration, buff duration, that kind of crap. And I do have Carbuncle across the board, but if you don't have a Leviathan badge, to have one piece of gear that is Leviathan so that you could do the soul shielding, I'm sorry, Lightbringer thing, this kind of crap. So just to recap it while we're in the video, Cyclic Warrior 600%. In this case, Summoner 600% to help with Leviathan. Void Knight 400%, also because of the 50 and the 120. Evoker 120 because it just works, Todd Howard style. And then the master points are going to be in the category for increased MP limit boost rate. Almost anything else is just a convenience. So Paladin 400%, I just don't like getting silenced, poisoned, or petrified. Summarize 250%, chain cancel boost. The Gambler 120% so that when I chain cancel I get some MP based on luck. White Mage for the buff duration. Yeah. And we'll just check out the master points just for full disclosure. Whoops. Ooh, shoot. Come on, Ben. We'll try to keep this video under 20 minutes. So we got luck for the gambler chain cancel. We got lightbringer duration. Because this is belonging to another build, we also have soul burst MP recovery. But then I also have, most importantly, increased MP limit boost rate and buff duration. Allies, same kind of deal as some of the other videos. Liberator 600%, and then stacking as much agility as you can get from them. And ideally, I probably should have stacked the luck with it, but yeah, Lionheart to keep them alive, and then Jed on Assassin. Summarize probably would have been fine, but yeah, Jed on Assassin. Most of his jobs get a decent amount of agility. And Sophia could be on Dragoon, or you could have Ash on Pugilist or Monk, for the most part. So let's get this show on the road. Let's chain cancel our way because it's the world map. We're going to do our little ninja hop. Thanks to Summoner 120%. Let's do this. So, took a little longer than I thought. I am going to abandon because I just don't feel like sifting through the gear. But let's try this out with, oh shoot, I don't even know what I got rid of. Let's try this out on, let's see if we can find a boss rush, but still try to keep this video under 15 minutes, and also look at what monsters we're going to play here. So monsters, monsters, we're looking at Goblin for agility, Wolf for agility. If you have Cactar leveled up for Assassin Job Affinity, we'll do that because that's agility stat stick. Well, not stat stick. And then the Behemoth for the combo ability stat bonus, and even the damage dealt to bosses. And then we're going to try to find some type of boss rush before the video is over. Oh boy, 7.5. You know what? That should have done. Why am I looking for the perfect thing? This is the perfect thing, but we're going to drink a high ether before going in, and trust that these trials are not so dangerous that they prevent this build from functioning. Probably should have checked how many dimension points, and I probably should have backed up my save just in case things go wrong. Oh, great. Okay. So, this jerk, let's see if we can Falcon Dive him with a rear attack, even though he's going to hop around like a madman. So it's the rough idea that we don't want him getting a chance to deplete our buffs, and that's why we're using Ninja instead, but you could have other jobs here too. Let's paralyze the next person. Oh, great. Whoops, wrong job. I realize this is pretty sloppy, but I just tried to keep it under 15 minutes, so I do apologize. And that's kind of how it goes. I need to make sure I don't abandon this. But yeah, rough idea of how this all goes. Let me just check what our in the Rift stats are real quick. So a little over 1100 agility going on here, and then we're getting 12% of the other two. So that's 2,000, 12%, 240 extra agility. So we're running around with like 1370 or something like that. But yeah, I apologize for rushing through, but just kind of wanted to give y'all a different approach to Pugilist instead of the give you all a different approach to Pugilist instead of the HP damage route.